several things. I feel like it depends on the season, but a lot of it is going out in nature, going out, even just for a walk, even if I'm just walking my dog, taking a deep breath. One, grounding yourselves. Two, it's being more aware of what your needs are, not just basic needs like food and rest, but more so like, skincare. Like, okay, like I feel like I need to be more aware of what I want from my body. And then thirdly is for the soul, like, what makes you happy. And for me, especially during like the warm season is maybe taking like, time and going to, I wouldn't say like the beach, like to just sit down and get a tan. I mean like the beach, like to just sit there and enjoy waves and just, even like just looking at the shells and collecting things, just kind of finding the things that make me happy in my soul and in your spirit. And also it's you time. Self-care is you time. Like, it's okay to be with your loved ones and your families and your friends, but it's about you and it's not about somebody else. That's what self-care should be more about. And so the focus should be just solely on you. So those are the three different ways that I would, combine everything.
Do self-care and self-love. It is an ever-going process. I think actually pretty recently, I actually went down on like self-love for a while, and I had to like remind myself and like give myself like a good look in the mirror and be like, hey, you're okay to like have really bad days, and it is not a bad thing. It's very human to let yourself feel these things and not repress it, because repressing it makes it last longer. At least in my opinion, it does. How I practice self-care, I would like to say, like, if I like I was one of these like beauty gurus being like, I do this and that. No, I sit down and I kind of nerd out. I do a bunch of reading, or I watch like these shows that I'm really into, lots of like nerdy shows, superhero shows, and just sit there and let myself enjoy the moment that I'm in, and giving myself a nice break to relax and break myself away from all of the stuff that I consider, while I love my career, I also do know that it does weigh heavily as a perfectionist. It does weigh heavily on me as a perfectionist. So I do like to separate myself sometimes and just exist and watch something, and where it doesn't need to be perfect, and I can just have free realm to geek out about it without feeling apologetic about it.
Child, I got into skincare, I'm 31. And so me really paying attention to my body changing as a woman, like I was saying earlier, like coming into womanhood, it's like, I'm not 21 anymore, girl. These bags are here, they're designer, but they're coming through. And just to take care of my natural beauty on top of like, when I want to feel good about myself, throwing on some makeup, but knowing that I don't need too much to make myself feel good. The other thing that I've been like getting better at is also like shopping for myself, rewarding myself. I have a tendency of like forgetting, like I take care of my kids, I take care of my family, but Sydney in the background's like, hey, can I get this dress? No? Okay. So being more like, girl, you deserve that. Like, it's been a hard week, rewarding myself with like good quality things, good quality shirts. I'm getting into perfume now. That's something like I felt like was real old lady-ish, but it's not, like getting into the things that make you feel good, from like touch, like I said, with the skincare, to smells, like all in igniting all of my senses. So like me getting into perfumes, I've been like doing research on like essential oils that are like people of color, like that are, I try to stay, the other thing I'm getting into is getting back into giving my money back into small businesses and Black owned and Latino owned, people of color owned businesses. So like smell goods, my candles, like I have been like OD on candles lately. It's been crazy. Like I buy like a new candle like almost every other week, but it's something about lighting it and me having the intention that I'm setting positive vibes in my house. Like it's positive. Like I love the smell of caramel, but I also love the smell of like, you know, woodsy, rustic smells. Like, I don't know, just really weird like that. Spices, like I love that. So me smelling those in my environment helps me with my creativity, which would lead me to paint, ergo my wall, self-care. That's something that is self-care for me, but it's also something I can incorporate with my kids. What's the other thing, girl? What else have we been doing? Oh, and running myself a bath. Now that's something, so goddess baths. So I got into doing goddess baths, which I think you should do, girl. I've been getting like Dr. Teal's, like Epsom salts and running hot bath water. And then like, I'll get myself a bouquet of flowers. That's another self-care thing that I love to do for myself because I know what kind of flowers I like, and I'm not going to wait on a man or, you know, anybody, a partner, to reward myself something that I know I deserve. And I love to be surrounded by beautiful things. So girl, I'm gonna give me some flowers. And I usually will typically get, you know, carnations, you know, whatever my spirit leads me to. But with the goddess bath, like you know, you get Epsom salt or some kind of scented bath aroma for yourself. And then you know, get a rose and you lay out the petals in the bath. And, you know, you just, you know, submerge and you just take some time for yourself. You know, it's 20 minutes that you're, you know, that you are able to sit in Epsom salt bath, girl. And I'd be halfway asleep, but it's just good to just release. Like I do a lot. I use my body. I dance, so I use my body. My body is my work. You know, when I, obviously photographer life, girl, we be anything to get the shot. Being on my feet all day, you know, when I'm doing makeup, so I'm always kind of over. So it's just me always bringing myself, like when I take those goddess baths, like it's me bringing myself back to taking care of my temple and setting intentions again, like I was saying, like with my candles, or just the intention of this bath is going to heal me, it's going to revive me, and also practicing gratitude. That's another, like, it's not a physical thing, but it's more of a spiritual thing. And just having gratitude that I'm alive, gratitude that I've been able to meet and know the people that I know and having them in my life, and just being grateful for what I have now. And then continuing, you know, and purging the things that no longer serve me. And just, I don't know, just being very intentional in what I'm doing and not so much careless and not caring about, you know, foods. Like I've been getting better with my diet. I've been eating more vegetables and fruits. That's something that I make me a fruit bowl every week with strawberries, blueberries, grapes. You know, I'm it's just so much more into just how I'm feeding my temple, how I'm taking care of my temple, and allowing myself that luxury. Like, you don't necessarily to go to a spa. Yes, I would love to, but there are also things that you can do that don't cost a lot.
Thank you so much for watching our wonderful Mija share their stories on self-love and self-care. We also recently started a podcast, which you can find on Anchor and Spotify. So we hope you give it a listen, and we look forward to sharing more content with you guys. Thanks.